I'm loving my Spectrum internet, and the modem was free.
Did somebody call AT&T?
Internet from a telephone company?
Beat it.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month. Call 1-844-285-4999.
This TV definitely needs Spectrum. Spectrum has the most HD.
DirecTV got HD, but you got to get into a contract.
Contract? That's a satellite contract right here.
Spectrum has no contract.
And they'll voucher contract for up to $500.
Get Spectrum TV for $49.99 a month.
I'm also putting a TV out here.
Well, I'll take my TV with me.
Yeah, the Spectrum TV app lets you stream live TV and on demand anywhere, on any device.
Come on, let's make a deal.
That's not a deal. I'm getting Spectrum.
You see it?
Switch to Spectrum Internet and TV for just $49.99 a month each. Call 1-844-285-4999.
Every day, KTLA 5 reports to you, to all of South.
Right now at 5, residents rattled when a Victorville home explodes overnight. What neighbors say happened moments before the big blast.
It's very disturbing and alarming, to be honest.
That now their information is out there.
Firearms dashboard data breach. The personal info of all concealed carry permit holders in California leaks online. The rupture triggering an uproar.
There's a couple of guys laying on the ground. My neighbor here tells me that that's the guy who drives the pizza car.
A pizza delivery driver steps in to save a senior citizen being assaulted in the street when sheriffs say those assailants opened fire. How trying to help cost him his life. Another shot in the arm of pandemic protection, the special new dose of COVID defense coming this fall. The News at 5 starts right now.
Happy Wednesday on this KTLA 5 News at 5. I'm Cher Calvin.
And I'm Pedro Vera. Thank you for joining us. We begin with breaking news now. An armed standoff with a suspect in a car in Shadow Hills.
Our Gil Levis is live in Sky 5 over the scene. Gil, what do we know?
Well, Sharon Pedro, this has been an hour-long standoff with this suspect. Now, this all started about 3:30 with this man with a gun call. The LAPD Foothill Division officers responded to the 12,400 block of Osborne for that call. Now, that person was said to be armed with a gun. They caught up with the car actually here, a man driver and a woman passenger. Now, they went into pursuit, and during that pursuit, it lasted about 10 minutes. The suspect crashed into two patrol units during that chase. It ended up here at Glen Crest Drive and Glen Oaks Boulevard, and that's when the standoff started. Now, you can see a woman standing outside of the car, the man sitting inside the car, refusing to come out. The SWAT team is en route, I should say. It should be here within minutes, but as I zoom out, you can see the standoff with the LAPD. They shut down Glen Oaks Boulevard in both directions as they try to bring this to a peaceful conclusion. That's the latest overhead in Sky 5. I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Yeah, we've seen some really erratic behavior. The passenger going back and forth, talking to police and back to the driver of that vehicle. And even in the back of that vehicle, there's bullet holes or some kind of holes.
Yeah, two, looks like they did use non-lethal weapons and shot out the back of those windows. And it does appear that the driver has a cast on his leg, I believe. And this female passenger, about, half an hour, was hugging him, and they were taking video of the standoff as well with their cell phone camera. Again, this is a standoff in Shadow Hills. It's been going on for about an hour. Gil Levis will stay overhead and continue to bring us the very latest if the situation changes. Gil, thank you.
You got it. More breaking news now at 5. A home is completely destroyed in a violent explosion in Victorville, and a woman at the home is airlifted to a burn center in unknown condition.
A neighbor reported hearing a small blast followed by a large explosion, then saw what looked like fireworks shooting up from the house.
The shockwave from the explosion damaged nearby homes and sent debris flying throughout the neighborhood.
KTLA's Shelby Nelson is just arriving to the scene, and we'll have the latest in a live report coming up at 5:30.
Now at 5, a big data breach affecting California gun owners.
The State Department of Justice says people who applied for what's known as concealed carry permits are affected.
KTLA 5's Lauren Lister is live in Burbank on the breach and the impact for you. Lauren.
Yeah, Pedro and Cher, the state attorney general coming out saying that he launched an investigation into how this happened immediately and will take strong corrective measures, he says, where necessary. We are outside a Burbank gun shop where the owner says he's been getting calls all day long from people fearing their information was leaked, and he feels it could have a chilling effect on those who want to obtain concealed weapons permits. Owner of Redstone Firearms in Burbank says customers with permits to carry concealed weapons have been calling all day for help with concerns their personal information was exposed.
We're getting calls left and right now as to what they can do. They're absolutely upset and nervous that now their information is out there.
The State Justice Department reports an update of its firearm dashboard portal Monday went horribly wrong, revealing private information including names, addresses, and driver's license numbers of Californians who were granted or denied a concealed weapons permit between 2011 and 2021. Jonathan Solomon thinks it poses a risk to those granted permits during that time.
Especially being victims of domestic violence, now